Men will prey on you when they see you looking a mess. This is why a woman can go into the grocery store just throwing on something to go get some milk or cereal, and she gets hit on by I don't know how many guys, because a lot of men feel that you're low hanging fruit and that they have nothing to lose, and the rejection is likely to be less than if they see you looking less than. And so, although I'm not this huge proponent of having to doll myself up, or for a woman to doll herself up to cover up insecurities, it is a means of protection and direction when it comes to attraction. Now, it's not to say that men on the lower end of the totem pole aren't going to try it, even with someone who may be on the level of Beyonce in terms of presentation. However, the expectation that she has of herself based on how she presents, the expectation that a man has of a woman who presents herself in a certain fashion on a higher level, it's going to likely inform him. If I step to her, I probably want to think about stepping correct, or making sure that I have all my ducats in a row to make sure I can help this woman maintain her presentation. Men will also prey on you when they feel that you're thirsty. And how do you know if you're thirsty? Because I didn't know that I was thirsty back in my horrific relationship experience days. I didn't realize I was thirsty by way of me lingering around, hoping to see and be seen. I talked about this in my new YouTube series. If you haven't seen the first episode, I encourage you to go look at it. But being thirsty means that you're deprived. You feel deprived of attention. You feel deprived of options. And so the one time that one option or a man or a guy shows up, you're willing to stick around a little longer than you normally would. You're willing to carry on a conversation that you're not interested in. You're willing to have the conversation on the phone even though you'd rather be doing something else. And this is what men can pick up on. They know that you got more going for yourself than you probably are giving yourself credit for. And so I really want to encourage us as women that whenever you find yourself feeling deprived, feed your own well before you go out and try to interface with anyone. Don't expect someone to see you until you've looked in the mirror and seen yourself. Don't expect someone to value who you are and how you present yourself before you do those things for yourself. Because as long as you're searching for outward validation, and men can tell that, you will always be a slave to wanting to be chosen. And this was a clue that I completely missed. I didn't know that things work from the inside out, not from the outside in. A lot of times we are focused on the outside external experiences, validating the voice that we have within ourselves, and it's the complete opposite way around. Take the time, spend the time getting yourself together, making sure that you impress yourself when you walk out the door, making sure that you give yourself enough time to do that. And I am not perfect in this category. And I'm married and have had many of dating experiences. And there are still moments where it's like, I got to hurry up and go. And I don't have the time to be spending hours in the mirror. So I get it. However, if you find yourself experiencing the same types of dissatisfying options and situationships and conversations, I really want to encourage you to consider, how are you showing up? Because how we show up and the energy that we embody, are we embodying scarcity? That's not just a money mindset issue. That's a relationship issue too. That's a romantic issue too. How are we showing up? Are we showing up and the attitude and the feeling and the knowledge and the reality of abundance, of true love, feeling love for ourselves first and foremost, not looking to extract it from someone else because we feel empty and void on the inside? Again, these are clues that I missed that I want to share with you. So if you haven't watched the series, new episode drops this Sunday. I would love to be able to interact there with you as well as here. Let me know how this hits in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.